Welcome to SoCalis Wrestling, home of the inter- home of the interview with indie wrestlers. Today we have a special guest named Thunder Rosa.
Hi!
Take your time.
No, I was just trying to get my headphones because it's kind of hard to hear. So I'm just going to put one headphone on, I guess. And then my phones are blowing. So, okay, now I'm good.
All right. So, how long you been wrestling?
I started training in January 2014, and I debuted in November last year. So that gives, what, like 9 months? 10 months? September, November. Yeah, 9 months.
What made you choose the wrestling career?
Wrestling from everything. Well, I always been very adventurous, and I never did any sports like train and then went and did my thing. So once I was done with college and I had a job and everything, I I needed to do something cool, and I went to APW and they had a tryout, and I went and tried out, and I fell in love with it. It was really challenging. So that's how I started.
So, what do you have another opportunity except not wrestling, but like another, say, bodybuilding or another professional sport, like
You
say
know
mixed
what?
martial arts?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Mexico, so the main sport that everybody does is football, no? Soccer. And I tried soccer when I was young, but I only went to the first practice and then I quit because one, it didn't fit with my schedule, and two, I had to work. So it was not good for me. I mean, I tried other sports, but I was never like able to how can you say that? Hold on. They want to say hi. Hi. My babies want to say hi to you. Hey guys. They always have to be on my stuff. um,
And speaking of your stuff, that's
yeah,
from Japan, am I right?
yeah, both of them. I bought it in Akihabara for my manager, and then this one of my fans, because he noticed that I like Godzilla a lot, and he went everywhere with me. He went to Mount Fuji. He went to where else? Where else did he go? I don't know. I had him everywhere. He was everywhere. He was everywhere. He was taking pictures with me and all the shows with me. So one of the fans started bringing his monsters. So he brought Monster One, and then he's like, "Oh, this is for you." He gave me this for a Monster Zero, Monster One, Monster Zero. He gave me this for my goodbye gift, and like the fans gave me a bunch of Godzilla stuff.
And I see you bring those your two gifts at the wrestling shows. Am I right?
Yes, they have. They're like my
Good luck,
how do
charms.
you call it? Yes, they're my lucky charms. They'll go everywhere with me, and every country that I go or every city that I go, they have to be with me. They're just their tradition now.
So what? There's another question. What made you go to Japan, and how did you get the chance to be a company called Stardom?
Well, I was fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time, and the Stardom U.S. president saw that I had potential, and she asked me if I was interested in going to Japan, and I said yes. I said yes, and just things unfolded that way. I got what I needed to get, and I went there, and I had a great adventure. And there's like it's so funny because a lot of people, they do tryouts, and it takes them a long time to be able to have an opportunity like the one that I had. But like I said, I was very fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time, and that's how it happened. I'm really blessed and lucky.
And then you only wrestle for 9 months, and that's like kind of surprising. That's like a company from Japan will ask a rookie a 9-month rookie to just go, hey, I want you to wrestle for our company, this women's promotion, and somebody who is like a veteran, like cheerleader Melissa, which I know cheerleader
Yeah.
Melissa's right now at Stardom as well.
Yeah. So, well, they knew the the potential that I could have and how great I could have, become if I went there. And I was really happy that the time that I spent there was 3 months. I was able to develop my skills in the ring and in my character, and I was able to show everybody that the reason why they sent me was because I had the potential and I was able to do what they asked me to do, and to perform the way that they wanted me to perform, So I think that's what is important. Sometimes it doesn't have to be with the how seasoned you are. Is if you can take the opportunity and make the best out of it, and do what your coaches tell you to do, and show that you have heart and show that you have the passion. The sky is the limit. And I was really blessed that, I had coaches like Io Shirai, senpais, such as, Starfire. She was my senpai. They call her my senpai. So she taught me a lot. Yonayama-san, Kimura-san, like they guided me and they got me the right way to become, the person that I became now and the wrestler that I became now.
So how was it from transition from American wrestling to Japanese style?
It was hard. It's different, It's like you're accustomed to do certain things, and the psychology is different. First of all, so that was like my first shows. I will say I was a little intimidated because you're getting used to it. Like then you have the language barrier, and all the other stuff. Like people do different moves in a different way, so you have to like do it the way that is done over there, and you have to learn things and unlearn things in order to perform well. So that's what it was. It was very challenging for me, like my first 2 weeks. But then you get used to it, and like I said, the more that you train and the more open that you are to try different things, the best that you will perform. And that was my experience.
And how long you been with Stardom? Only for I heard 3 months. Am I right?
Yes, I only went for one tour. Yeah.
And
hopefully, and then I was gonna say I don't have the poster, but we have a show in LA, so I'm really excited. October 16 and 18.
I heard about it. Hopefully, I can go for that show.
We still have tickets. We have tickets. I'm gonna interrupt you. Go and buy the tickets. Eventbrite.
Of course, I will put that on the YouTube link.
All right, awesome.
While you were in Japan, do you had a chance to go like the Japanese wrestling promotions like New Japan Pro Wrestling?
I didn't go to New Japan. I wanted to go, but because you got to save up your money to buy your stuff while you're over there, because it's like the tickets were pretty expensive. I was able to go to All Japan. I was able to go to Oz. I was able to go to, what was the other promotion that I went? Oh my God, I went to Dragon Gate. Amazing show. I'm missing one show. What else? I didn't get to go to Reina. Did I go to another promotion? No, I think. Oh, and then I went to Wrestle One. We have a lot of friends from Wrestle One, so I went to a couple of shows in Wrestle One. So, yeah.
And then do you think Stardom and also the other women's promotion called Joshi? Will they actually will have you again? Well, I take that back. Would Stardom, would they have you again in their next tour?
I mean, it all depends on timing and also depends on what the promoter wants. I know that my trainers asked me to come back, or they wish to come back. They have mentioned that to me before. And Rossi Ogawa also mentioned that he would like to have me in the future. I don't know if this is going to happen next year. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. Like, I don't know. It all depends on, if there's other markets that I want to target, or if there's other places that I want to go. I would like to do that first, especially if it's a different market, like I mentioned. But my heart is in like a quarter of my heart is in Japan. I really enjoy the lifestyle that we had, and the training, and the food. The food was really good. And the fans, like I made really, really good friends with some of the fans, and I'm still in contact with them. And they were very kind. They were very giving. They were. It's a different breed, It was really cool.
Awesome. And then from your tour back to the U.S., now you have a new character, a
Mm-hmm.
a Dia de los Muertos kind of type of character for you.
Yeah.
So where did the half face paint come from?
It comes from a promotion called Lucha Extreme that I work with in the Valley, in Fresno, Hanford, in that area. Lance Cardosa, who is one of the bookers, he came with the idea that I should paint my face. So I painted my face on my debut there, like full face paint. And then Manny Fernandez, who is, the owner of Lucha Extreme, he was like, you know what? I think you should just, paint half your face. You're pretty attractive, and they should see both, right? So the next show, I came back with half face painted. So that's how it started. But in Japan, I wanted to just, bring Thunder Rosa, like without the makeup and all that stuff. And then after I was out for a month because of a concussion, my manager and I, we had a long conversation, and he brought up the idea that I should come with something that will identify me, as completely different in like Thunder, the new reborn Thunder Rosa, So I came back with the half painted face again. So
And in the beginning,
and I change it every match.
In the beginning, I kind of assumed you were the sister of Taylor and Melissa because you're almost identical between you two.
That's so funny. People have told me that. They have told me that, Melissa's like my twin sister, but like 3 inches taller. So that's pretty interesting.
And I wasn't the only one that we kind of, my first tour, when I was during the WrestleMania weekend up north in San Francisco Bay, and I saw you in the Shimmer Promotions.
Oh yeah, I was with her. Yeah, I remember.
I thought it's like, hey, is that Sheila and Melissa's sister? Is like, and then a friend of mine next to me said, no, that's a wrestler too. It's like, really? I didn't know who I didn't know who you were until look at YouTube videos and Facebook. It's like, oh, this is Thunder Rosa. This is the one everybody's talking about. A little cheese man, I should say.
Cheese mess.
Up north.
I want to hear the cheese mess.
It's like there's a new rookie coming out hot. So you have the girls from NorCal. You have Nicole Savoy. You got Brittany Wonder, Kikyo Nakamura, and Taylor and Melissa now because that's her area now. She used to be the South SoCal, but now she's NorCal. And now you are the newbie of the NorCal girls.
Yep, I am.
And now I'm seeing you more in SoCal. Are you telling us that you're gonna move now from NorCal to SoCal?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm originally from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. I used to live in San Diego, so I gotta reclaim the territory. California, it's my territory, the whole California, So I'm trying to make a name, here in California, and hopefully very, very soon I can get out and explore other states, so I can give the people the taste of what or who Thunder Rosa is and why people in Northern California are talking about Thunder Rosa.
Then and Thunder Rosa got a little more popular now, not only for stardom, but now the lucky girl tournament.
The lady luck tournament.
There you go. My fault.
Yeah, it was no, that's all right.
I was watching the tournament before I was interviewing you.
Are you aware? What do you think?
It's like I
I
want to
think it
get
was
more
exciting.
information. I was a little bit studied. It's like I want to see. You were almost at the finals with Sheila and Melissa,
I was at the finals. Yes.
and your
Yes.
SoCal twin.
Yeah,
How
it's so
how was it like?
interesting.
How was it like in that tournament, and also wrestling with Sheila and Melissa?
Let me start with the tournament. Well, I was super hyped up with the tournament. I was super nervous because I knew that I was, the first person that I will be facing was Luchadora Datura, who I faced before in IUPW, and I had
UIPW.
a lot of fun. I really like Datura. She's such a positive girl. I just want to put that out there, and she's amazing. I really like her. Like we really click, and I think our match, she allowed me to show Northern California and everybody else that had the opportunity to watch the YouTube feed that I can do different things, that I can do different styles, and I still have my own seasoning in that. That match was really fun. I did a lot of stuff that I usually don't do, and we had a lot of fun, and we had mutual respect. So that was that. And with Kikyo, we always battle, and it's hard hitting, and it's power moves, and like I try to hit her with my speed all the time every time I face her. But Lisa likes to have to get involved in it, but again, I got the win on that one. And with cheerleader Melissa, the story is funny because I was talking to one of my coaches in the back after the tournament, and I was telling him last year when they asked me why did I join or what was one of my goals in wrestling. I remember one was like, oh, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Mexico. And I remember telling them and talking to my manager saying that one of my dream matches was to have face-to-face with Melissa, because she's one of the people that I look up to. She's not only been in the business for like, God knows, 16 years. She's one of the smartest women that I've met in the business. Like I had the opportunity to live with her in Japan for a couple of weeks, and I learned a lot from her. And being in the ring with her, it's such a privilege, because she allowed me to show how aggressive I can be in how, the things that I have to show to the world. And I think it was a pretty stiff match, and she got me good. But hopefully this October 25th, when I face her again, I get to get that belt that belongs to me. I'm hoping.
So right now, do you have any titles at this point?
Yes, I have one. It's from GGP. It's in Chico, California. It's the Sapphire women's title.
And how was it just getting your first gold, your first belt? Was that like
It's
a
always
big
special.
moment?
It was. I mean, sometimes, you don't think how much a belt can mean for your career. But it's just like I was saying, I think I put something on Facebook. It's a testament of all the hard work that I have been putting in the ring, outside the ring, with my fans, with everything. And I'm glad that the promoter sees that I have the potential and I can represent their company with pride and with honor. And for them to give me that, it means a lot to me. It's my first one, and hopefully this is not my last one ever. Like I really want to continue to earn those things. It's important, as in your development as a wrestler, to have those. They're medals, It's like when you get a diploma from high school or from college. It's something that you earn.
Here's one question from one of your rivals you have in SoCal, which is Datura. She asked me this question: What is your goals as in the future? Like, do you have any other places you want to go? Is there any matches, dream matches you still want to have?
Boo,
Belts?
you ask me the $1 million question. Of course, I have many places that I want to go. First of all, like I told you, like my main two goals when I started wrestling was to go to Japan, which I already did, and I want to go to Mexico. Not for one match. I want to go there for extended period of time because I want to learn lucha from Mexico. You know, like uh, you. I don't want to be repetitive, but you know, being with Starfire showed me a very different aspect of lucha. Like she is one of the best luchadoras that I ever met. She could work with anybody, and she's so aggressive and shows so strong style. I was just inspired. So I will definitely like to go there and work with some of the girls that she works with in WWS, Mexico City. So hopefully that happens soon.
And then you still have that company, and then you have the biggest Mexico City's lucha libre company, Consejo Mundial Lucha Libre. Or
Yeah, and then we have AAA, and AAA equals to Lucha Underground. You know, it's a big market, and it's a great opportunity. And me being bilingual, and imagine if I have, you know, American style and the lucha style down together, how the potential for Thunder Rosa to grow in this business. So I am excited. Hopefully that happens. But I would like to work for Shimmer and Shine in the very near future. Yes. So I'm really trying to get out of California and explore other markets, like I told you. But it's kind of hard living here in California, and especially in Northern California, because we're like all the way on the top, and for promoters to bring you over there, it's kind of difficult. So we're working on things here and there. Nothing is set in stone yet, but I'm hoping that, you know, again, like the potential that people are seeing here and the potential that people saw in me in Japan, that can be enough for promoters to want to bring me over there for a couple of shows, you know, and do that way. I want to work in Texas. I want to work in Florida. I want to work in East Coast. And even if that, you know, well, I will make it happen one way or another. That will happen. We're gonna make it happen.
So why Shimmer? Why Shine? Why those two?
Why? It's a great platform for women, you know, to show what you have, and what you can do. Like some of the best wrestlers in the world work in Shimmer. You know, that's where I met Nikki Storm, and then in the Shimmer show in the WWE. Remember, you were in that show too. I met her there, so I know. And who else was like? Let me remember. Cherry Bomb. You know, all these names that Kimberly.
Jessica Havoc.
Athena. Yeah, Jessica Havoc. Athena. Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae, another SoCal girl, and then, well, not anymore, she's now in Ohio. And then you have your girl, your NorCal girl, Nicole Savoy.
My girl, Nicole Savoy. Yeah, so it's like, there's potential, you know, and there's a lot of exposure. Like people from all over the country go to that show in Chicago. Like they are like big time fans. Girls from Japan go there, you know. Eve from New Zealand, Kelly Skater from Australia, like all these women, you know, that come from all parts of the world come to this, you know. And Shimmer is like, for, you know, if you have La Rosa Negra, Eva Louise, Renee Mitchell, who's in Japan right now. She's doing great over there. Super sweet girl too. You know, all these girls like that, I one way or another, I'm connected to them. I want to work there. I want to be part of that.
So with all these girls you've mentioned, you have known them and wrestled them, or you just have connections with all these?
You know what? It's thanks to social media and the beauty of the internet, you can pretty much connect with anybody. You can network with anybody, and you can ask pretty much anybody. For one way or another, I was able to get in contact with them. You know, with Renee, been in contact with her. I've asked her questions, and I was really happy when I heard that she was going to Japan. So we were like exchanging like information like of my experience, and I was just sharing some of my experience with her. With La Rosa Negra, she's currently in Stardom right now, rocking in Oedo Tai with my sister over there, and I met her through wrestling in a show in LA for Vendetta, and we clicked immediately. She's so funny and so energetic and so positive. I was really happy I went there to meet her, and to like share some of my stuff. And now, like, sometimes I call Starfire and they're always like together. So they're like video chatting with me, or I send them videos, they send me videos back. It's just like creating that community. And that's another reason why I joined wrestling. Like, my idea, it was to create community with strong women that are just as ambitious as I am, and they want to be as successful as I want to be. And I little by little, I'm meeting these women, and it's amazing.
And you're talking about your close friends, but also you were talking about earlier Nikki Storm. How was it working with Nikki Storm?
I love Nikki Storm. She's my gremlin number one. I love her. She's so funny. She is so passionate about wrestling. She's wonderful. She loves to wrestle, and she's the best in the galaxy. Best in the galaxy.
So all your friends are with the community and women's wrestling. You're really tight.
Yeah, look, she's right here. She's right here, my baby girls. My baby girls.
I have met Nikki also from the Shimmer promotion during WrestleMania weekend, and that was my first time ever met her. She got me interested with the character, being Scottish, and then also believing herself she's the best in the galaxy, and she's the delicious cheesecake.
I'm gonna stop you right now, and I'm gonna get my Oedo Tai going on. Baby, she is the best in the galaxy. I don't care what everybody says. My baby girl right here. Best in the galaxy. With my Mexican accent. And I'm the best in the Milky Way. She gave me that.
A heel promo right there.
I love you. Straight up. I miss doing that. I can't do it very often anymore. Over there in Japan, it was fun because I can go off on anybody because we were part of Oedo Tai. But here, I'm the biggest baby face ever now.
It's hard to tell right now. Are you a face or are you heel? Because you have both mixed.
Always. You know why? It's because I'm a strong woman, and I'm Mexican too, man. Like, come on. I'm sweet, but I'm savory. Like.
So, what else? Can you tell me your little rivalry right now in SoCal with Datura?
Well, Datura is the biggest baby face in SoCal, and everybody loves Datura. So here goes another Mexican girl, in her town, trying to get her little crown away from her. And she knows it's coming. I love her, but I hate her. She has more friends on Facebook than I do on the like page. So if you're going to like my like page, make sure you go on Thunder Rosa and like that thing. Like, click, click, click.
Do you have any more rivalries? Or is, like you were saying earlier, Sheila Melissa was one of your dream matches. But do you have another one?
Another dream match?
There's always that one. There's a couple dream matches. You have one accomplished, and there's still another few.
You know what? I want to wrestle Nikki Storm.
So during your Stardom tour, you haven't.
I do want to wrestle her. I think it will be so interesting. I was thinking about that a couple of days ago. I was like, No, we were part of the same team, so we did never wrestle together. We always, we never wrestled each other. We wrestled together. So it's her. I love Io Shirai. She is one of the best in the world, and I want to wrestle her. Like, we almost I almost wrestled her. Like, well, it was a tag team, but I want to do one-on-one if I return to Japan. Her and Kairi. Kairi's so good, man. Kairi and Miko. When I saw her match, Miko and Kairi, I swear to God, I cried. I legit cried. I was crying when I was watching that match. It was. I don't even have words to describe how amazing this match was. It was like so intense, so passionate. They left everything they had in the ring. Super strong style. And, you know, it's like, I wish we can have here in the United States something just like that. It was just like the intensity is like 100%. And it was like a 20-minute match. No, 30-minute match. Draw. I swear I was mesmerized.
There was one match, well, relating to your girl, I should say somebody you grew up with, Cheerleader Melissa versus Soraya Knight, Paige's mom. There was also strong style. There was actual blood, and there was a female steel cage match, like they did in WWE during the Ruthless Aggression era, as they call it. Now seeing that, it's like, wow, this is so surprising. Like, that was one reason, like Shimmer's, like, it's that I love women's wrestling, because there's so many male in this industry. It's all men. There's not a lot of female. Like, to me, I'm seeing like female athletes, like mixed martial arts, boxing, and wrestling. It's hard to see them because they don't give them a chance or the opportunity to show what they have.
Yeah, and that's why, that's the beauty. I was going to tell you, that's the beauty of social media, and you are your own promoter in this day of age, you know, and a lot of the things that we have been able to accomplish is because, one, my team, which is my manager and I and other friends, we have been able to target so many different people, and also with the training and how intense I've been, you know, moving forward with things, I've been able to show that the hype is real. I'm not just like, I'm just a pretty face and I'm just like, I'm good at promos. Like, no, it's like the full package. I try, if I'm gonna be bragging about it or we're gonna be doing something, is because it's real. That's just how Thunder Rosa is, and that's how I am, you know. I'm really passionate about this business, and I'm really passionate about the women's in general and empowerment and being an athlete. You know, this is my stage. My stage is the ring. I can perform. I love theater. I had theater background in high school in Mexico, here in the United States. You know, that helps a little bit. And then God gave me some sort of athleticism, something that I never thought I had. You know, I didn't believe in myself before I started doing this, in terms of like the things that I could physically achieve. You know, I was able to, I don't know if you've been able to troll me on Facebook, but before I started training to now,
I don't do that. I just do Instagram.
Well, I haven't posted my pictures from before and after on Instagram, and I'm gonna post them and I'm gonna tag you on purpose so you can see. I have been able to transform my body, you know, from head to toe. I did not look the way that I look now, 2.5 years ago. But it's because I'm dedicated myself to this. I mean, I work a full-time job, you know, 9 to 5 or sometimes more. Before I go to work, I go to the gym 2 hours, go to work, go to train. After that, I get stuck in traffic 2 hours, go to train for 3 hours, repeat the next day. Because I love this so much and because I want to achieve this thing so bad. And I don't have a lot of time because I'm not the youngest girl in town. You know, so it's like, that's why I'm so driven. Because like you were saying, there's so little women in the business, and then our live shelf is a lot shorter than men. You know, because they want them to look sexy, they want them to look fresh, they want them to look young. You know, you can only look young for so long.
For me, I'll look for, okay, I will be a man. I do like sex appeal, but also I like to see athleticism being athletic as a wrestler, actual wrestler, not a diva like in WWE. No,
Hmm.
no offense, the ones who are actually wrestle like Paige and Charlotte and Sasha and Bayley, and also the girl, which Bayley also is NorCal.
Yeah, she was from BTW, man. I was able to meet her in BTW very briefly. She's a very nice gal. I like her a lot. Her and her boyfriend, Aaron Solo. They're really nice couple.
Also, yeah, Shimmer and Shine, also another women's promotion, also called WSU, and then those are like the
Yeah.
stepping stones to say NXT, or do you prefer to stay in the indie wrestling?
Well, this is a question that has been asked to me multiple times. Um, I would like to work for WWE. If that means if it's in the ring, great. I will be more than happy because this is just, again, a testament that if you have a dream and you have the drive and you show to people at what you can do, no matter what, where you're coming from, your background, whatever, you're able to do it, I'm going to be very happy. If I work WWE different, like production, assistant, whatever that is, I am going to be extremely happy because there's something that I enjoy. I love this business. I've known different people that were wrestlers, but they're not wrestling right now. They're referees. They're working in the backstage. They are doing training, and they're working for WWE. They're achieving their dream.
Is it Drake Younger you're talking about?
Yeah, Drake Younger was in the circuit here, and he was so positive, super positive, and always, in the back, always giving good advice to all of us, being very motivating to everybody. I remember before the shows, he will, I swear, he'll have like whole workout before his matches, and he had like 20-30 minute matches, and then include like ladders, chairs, tables, all this kind of stuff. And then he'll like end up and then he'll like show you like make sure you like hang your gear, like things need to be clean and neat, always, always, always. And it's so funny because when I went to Japan, I met one of his senpais, and he had like the coolest stories about him, because he used to do a lot of like extreme matches in Japan.
Yeah.
So yeah, this world is so small. Like everybody knows everybody. I mean, I'm in like in the other side of the world, and they're like, yeah, I remember Drake Younger, and I'm like, oh, he does. Oh my god, oh. It's super cool.
I met Drake Younger twice when I was in AWS. That's the first time I saw you in person too. Actually, wrestling, not like in Shimmer, just seeing you from the slide. It's like, oh, look, there's Taylor and Melissa's sister.
A sister.
But then actually seeing you wrestle, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I think indie wrestling is the place to be before actually being like the big times, because at least you get the chance to meet the future wrestlers, the actual
Mm-hmm.
wrestlers that are going to help build another legacy for the big promotion companies.
Yeah.
Like seeing you, seeing Bayley, seeing Drake Younger, which Drake is a referee, but still at least he has that charismatic referee and also being built. It's like, huh? It's like there it goes, people from California coming from California to Florida to NXT.
Yeah, that is again is the drive, and it's saying being in the right place and the right time. I heard the stories about Bayley and how she was able to start getting opportunities for herself, and it was because she was in a show in SoCal, and she met, yeah, exactly, and she met somebody there that had connections with WWE, and they're like, you know what, we see that you have a lot of potential. How about you do this and do that? And then I think she was already working for Shimmer. And it's just destiny, man. It's destiny, and the fact that she had a drive and she wanted to do it.
And while during Bayley's like downtime, what has she ever returned back to California and like help you girls and guys like a little hints like, hey, this is what NXT looking for, or WWE is looking for?
I have not been able to have the opportunity to discuss anything like that with her. Like the times that I met her or I have crossed paths with her, I try not to. I try not to bother them because she's like, visiting friends and stuff like that. She, like I said, she trained at BTW, so I unfortunately don't train there. I know a lot of the guys and the girls that work there, but I don't. So I don't know if they have been able to have that opportunity with her. I'm pretty sure they have.
Or also, not only Bayley, but also like Drake Younger, that like he was giving you girls advice also during your wrestling matches.
I don't. We haven't not seen him since he got signed. Come back here to like one of the indie shows. I don't think I have seen him, but the time, like I said, the time that he was in the indies and before he went to Florida, he always had. If you had a question, we always have a moment to answer your question. In terms of like how to better your body, how to have better cardio in the ring, outside the ring. He was always very accessible.
And you're also like Drake Younger is being critical with you girls, but do you also be your own being your own judge and being your own critic, telling you it's like, hey, I think I'm doing something bad. Let me look at the videotapes or watch YouTube videos or ask somebody's opinions like, hey, what do you think about my match?
Always. That's the only way that you're going to grow as a wrestler is by asking for feedback. Why? Because nobody's perfect. Or at least I don't think nobody's perfect, So you can always improve on how you present yourself, how to transition to different things, how to make the match tell a story. Because the important part of a match is telling a story, right? Because you can have all these super cool spots and everybody's flying, but if you don't tell a story, it's like, yeah, it was a cool match. It's always you have, like, people like Manny Fernandez always, every time I have the opportunity to talk to him, he always tells me, you always have to answer the question, why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why is that people need to see this? Why? You got to answer that question, You got to have that psychology from the beginning, the establishment, to the end. Why?
So, your trainer, does he also tell you, it's like, hey, helps you out, like, promotions, like, which promotion you should go, which promotions you don't go?
I have asked them, but I guess,
or do you become
when
like
I came
now,
back from Japan, it was like,
or do you become now independent? It's like you gotta learn by yourself. You gotta learn your own.
I think sometimes you just have to learn. Once you make a name for yourself, you have to learn on your own, right? I usually ask like a couple people, if it's in Mexico, a couple of the promotions, hey, have you worked with this? How is a promoter? Like, do they pay well? Do they treat the girls well? How can I approach this? If I know people from the East Coast, I'm like, hey, how do I access to this? Are they pretty good? Blah, 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 blah. Here, for example, my manager and I, in the last 2 months, I've been back, it's trial and error. Is to see, not only if they're pushing you, it's like how much promotion they're gonna do for you, and everything else, and also your opponents, who's your opponent, things like that. Is like at this point for me in my career as a wrestler, I'm like trying to grow and trying to work with as many different people as possible, because that's the only way that I'm gonna know different styles. Like if I work, like I went to Japan, I did Japanese style. I work with lucha people. I want to learn lucha style, and if I work with American, I learn American style. So it's like always, pick and choose and stuff like that. So, and then after that, you make your decision. Who do you want to work for, depending on how they treat you, if they value your work, if they value us as a wrestler. You got to take all those things in consideration.
And also, well, like I said earlier about opportunities, like if you had the opportunity to get a WWE trial, will you do it, or do you still need more time?
Absolutely, why not?
For a 9-month rookie who started off.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. The opportunity comes and knocks on your door and is like, hey, I'm here, what's up? You never know. You never know if they're going to tell you, you know what, you need to work on this. Come back next time. You come back next time and you had a killer tryout. and they're signed. Why would I say no to an opportunity? Why?
That's a good question.
You just have to take risks. You just have to take risks. This is what I teach my clients that have like emotional problems sometimes. Sometimes you just have to take small steps to achieve your goals. And to take small steps, that means you have to take risks. Yeah, that risk means you might fail or you might succeed. Yes, I might fail the first time, but I can always try a second time. Sometimes there's always, I will say, life will give you a second time. And I believe in second chances.
If I may ask this, what do you do outside of wrestling? And what do you do for work? That's you're kind of saying like you talk to your clients. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are you saying you're like a life coach?
Well, officially, it's a called youth advocate drug counselor. I work with teenagers slash young adults from 17 to 26, 25 years old that have mental health and drug addiction in the community. So I work with guys and gals that are, in at risk, that have been in psych wards, that are trying to have a second chance in life, and I am that, tool to help them achieve small goals in their lives. If that is to sign up for classes, that's what it is. If that is to learn how to be independent and have an apartment or just get their ID, that's what I do, So they motivate me to continue going because they have so many challenges in life from the moment they were born to now, and they continue to work on it. No matter how messed up they are, no matter how drugged they get, no matter how many times they get hospitalized, they always get up on their feet and try again. So I'm fully capable of doing things.
Have you ever told your clients what do you do outside for you?
Oh, absolutely. I show them my flyers. And, hey, I have a show next week. Hey, look, I'm in the flyer. Yeah, like my boss, my work has been very supportive. Like a lot of my coworkers come and they really enjoy it. And because I love sports. I use sports as a therapy. I take them to the gym. We work out together. We do self-care there. We play basketball together. I show them how wrestling changed my view of life and how it gave me another opportunity to live life in a different way with a different outlet. So yeah, I tell them like I'm super proud of being an athlete. I can say I'm proud of being a pro athlete.
And does your clients like bring posters and say, "Oh, Thunder Rosa, here we go"?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, they have actually one of my clients' parents. He's like always calling me Thunder Rosa when I call him on the phone. Oh my God, Thunder Rosa's in my life now. I need to. I better do something or she's gonna put me on a hold. And it's just like it's funny. They always like make fun of me.
Speaking of the name, where does that came from?
It's due to another place I used to work at. It was called Thunder Road. It's a couple blocks from my house. And it's a drug and drug addiction. It's a drug rehab for teenagers. So I started there. I started my training there, and one of my best friends, William, and my manager, we were thinking about what name to take, and they were like, "Well, you work at Thunder Road, so let's keep the Thunder, and then let's make it Mexican. What about Thunder Rosa?" And I'm like, oh, that is really smart, So that's how it was born, and that's how Thunder Rosa was born. The name.
I thought it was some username somebody put for like a video game. It's like, wow, it's actually a wrestling name. I can't believe that.
No, it wasn't. It was, again, I'm telling you, man, like my people in my life that I have worked with, and it's just that.
So your actual work day to day with your wrestling, they kind of balance it out each other and also kind of relates in a way. Or
it's hard to have a full-time job, especially the type of job that I have, because it's so demanding. It's very, very demanding, because you're caring for real people, that have real problems, and but wrestling is kind of like my outlet to allow myself to balance all that pain and all the trauma that as caregivers we suffer, because it's hard to see some of the stuff that we see in the streets. It's hard to work with some of the clients that we work with, because they're the people that nobody wants to work with, or it's very hard for people to understand them. So this is for me, like I told you, this is for me, it's this hope that I'm giving to them, that no matter what obstacles and challenges you have in life or things that are thrown at you, if you find the right outlet, you can achieve positive things. It doesn't have to be like huge things. It's just, like I said, it's like small successes, like going to school, getting an apartment, becoming independent, not depending on the state, getting a job. Small things that some people like just take for granted, but for some of them is like the biggest thing in the world. So yeah.
So now you're talking about your work lifestyle outside wrestling. What else do you do? Non wrestling related or work related.
Non-wrestling, man, I love movies. I love movies. And I just love sports, I will say. I love baseball. I enjoy baseball very much.
You're a Giants fan, am I right?
No, I'm not a Giants fan. I'm a Bay Area fan. I mean, I'm more A's fan. Hardcore I was, but I like baseball, man. It's right across the bridge, And if I get free tickets, I'll go. So I got free tickets.
Oh, look at you! Oh, wrestling's now being a wrestler gives you free tickets to any baseball game, huh?
No. Well, like I said, I was in the right place at the right time. I got the tickets, man. You just gotta ask.
See, opportunity.
Opportunities.
You're the opportunist.
Sometimes.
Well, look, opportunist. You baseball tickets. Also, get an opportunity to go to Stardom, and a 9-month wrestler.
You make the right sacrifices, man, good things will happen for you. Put it that way.
Let's see. Also, from your little outside wrestling lifestyle, I read, well, look at your Instagram pictures. I saw you're a Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh girl.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh. No. I was one of my clients was teaching me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So
I kind of assumes like, well, is she also a flag and is she a nerd and a geek?
Wait, I'm pretty nerdy. Yeah, but I'm like more like a political driven nerdy. Like I was before wrestling, I was really into politics.
Oh.
So I was like protesting and organizing protests, and like I was a student body president, the vice president at a college in San Diego, the student body president here at Laney College in Oakland, California. And then when I was in UC Berkeley, I was very involved in politics at the school. I'm very, like I said, I'm very motivated for like the social well-being of people, like getting opportunities to people that don't have them.
Also, it's hard to also go to UC Berkeley. That's another opportunity too.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, yeah, I graduated in 2010, man.
And what was your degree on?
My degree was in sociology, so I have a bachelor's degree in sociology.
And then
Nothing to do with wrestling.
oh, okay. Well, I'll be the other thing too. Well, I'm glad I actually had the chance to interview you, which it's been weeks. Also, well, I take it back. It's almost a month. I'm trying to conduct an interview with you, but with our busy schedules, it's always a conflict.
Yep.
And hopefully, will like to see you at October at the Stardom in LA, but which is in Baldwin Park.
Yeah, it's in Baldwin Park, and there's Baldwin Park. Do you remember where the other show is? Baldwin Park, and where else? I don't remember. I gotta get the other one, but it's 16th and 18th of October.
Have they
And
announced who will be your opponent for Stardom in Baldwin?
no, I have no clue. Not yet. It's a surprise. Surprise! But I'm part of Oil Tie, so I'm gonna be heel. Yeah.
It's good to already seeing you full heel, and I've been seeing you do face and heel together.
No, well, when I'm a face, I'm a face. I think I'm pretty good. And then when I'm a heel, I'm like all over the top. That's like I love it. I just love it.
It was hard to tell were you a face, were you heel during my time watching you at AWS. Because
no, I was a heel. I was a heel on that one.
And then people were acting totally to you. People were acting to you like a face, and then suddenly you kind of turn to them. It's like they still cheer for you. Like you can actually connect with the wrestling fans.
I'm telling you, man. That's the funny part. In Japan, I was like calling people all sorts of stuff, in Spanish and English, and if I could in Japanese, and the fans were like, "Oh, Losa, Losa, Losa." I'm like, "Damn, man, this is good." You still buy my merch, so that means that I'm doing a good job.
It's hard also to. That's one of the things you have to work on as a wrestler is to connect with the wrestling audience. You just have the skill for that. It's one of your skills is to get the reaction of the fans.
Yeah, and you know what? I get them to hate me and I get them to love me at the same time. Okay, let me tell you where the other one is. Yeah, the one on the 16th is in Father Maguire Council. It's in Covina. And then the one on the 18th is in Esther Snyder Community Center in Baldwin Park. Thank you.
Which also, there's a little community of wrestling shows over there in Baldwin Park. Like I said, California has all these wrestling promotions, but little of women wrestling. Which I'm kind of getting irritated now. Hopefully, someone has the cojones to actually make a wrestling promotion on women based, all about women wrestling, and not just like like a shine or a shimmer of California.
Yeah, but remember, it's really difficult because a lot of people have their own their own idea of what they want to do, and to have just one promotion and unite, it's very difficult because, like I said, a lot of the promoters have their agendas, their egos, what they want to see, like their vision of things, and that's what they want to do. That's why we have so many promotions, because people have very different ideas. If they were to collaborate on things, it will be a totally different story. Oh, don't forget, I was gonna tell you're from LA, right?
Yes. That's why I remember you. It's like, well, during the wrestling weekend, and then seeing you actually wrestle in SoCal, which is LA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was gonna tell you, don't forget on September 13th in Mi Hacienda, Pico Rivera. That's gonna be my debut in Lucha VIP.
Okay, I'll have to put that link also on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and this is the end ? At AWS on September 26th at the Legion. I'm gonna be there with the Pumpkin Queen. This is gonna be good.
So is it one-on-one or is it actually
one-on-one? No, it's one-on-one.
Oh, this is gonna be rare. seeing two girls also face painted.
Yes.
You have Halloween
Yes.
versus Dia de los Muertos.
It's like 2 days apart, people. Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
good.
just wondering, was that random or is it actually on purpose?
No. It just happens that she likes Halloween, and I love Dia de los Muertos. I got a tattoo on my back with a sugar skull, so that's how much I love sugar skulls, Catrinas.
Well, anyways, Thunder Rosa, thank you for your time, allowing me to conduct the interview with you.
No, you're very welcome. Now it's time for me to go to the gym and get
So for your
beast.
for new viewers who's actually watching for Thunder Rosa for the first time, where can they
Mm-hmm.
find you? Do you have Twitter? Do you have Facebook? I know you have Instagram.
I have Twitter. It's Thunder Rosa at Thunder Rosa 22. I have Instagram, which is Thunder Rosa 22 too. I have Facebook, which is under Mel Cervantes. Thank you very much, Facebook, for changing my name. That's like I can't accept any more friend requests, but you can still like comment on my stuff, which I always love to see everybody's comments. I'm really good at responding to people. I love having conversations with people. So
I gotta ask this: why did you
there.
change your name
Yes,
from Thunder Rosa from this Facebook?
because I was fake. I was hella fake, bro. They were like, you're hella fake, so you gotta change your name. And I was like, oh, hell no. They changed my name to Mel Cervantes. No kayfabe around here, people. Psh, seriously.
And here you are in person as well.
And I'm still working on my website, which is thunderrosa.com. I'll be working really, really soon on blogging there. I'm going to start blogs in English and Spanish. And for those who are interested in knowing more about Thunder Rosa and who is she and what she thinks about things, you know. And I have my YouTube, which is Thunder Rosa 22 too. And I'm posting, you know, my matches. I'm posting like videos about things that I like. There's one about Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's. That's what it's about. Like I talk about Trader Joe's for like 5 minutes because I love Trader Joe's. When I come back from the shows, we're like doing reviews about the shows. I'm trying to post. I have a ton of videos from Japan that are super funny, you know, that I'm trying to post, but it takes so long. It's a lot of work. So that will be coming pretty soon. I've been posting more stuff about, you know, my journey. I think it's important for people to know the journey of Thunder Rosa and why she's so excited about life and about wrestling and about the gym and about everything.
So that also makes you stand out more, am I right?
Of course. I told you, you are your own promoter, right?
Exactly. Well, anyways, thank you, Thunder Rosa, and hopefully we get to have a second interview because it looks like this is my first time ever having a long interview that's past an hour.
Really?
Yes.
I feel special. Can I cry?
Yeah, you can cry.
I'm just kidding. I always
don't
cry.
let the keyboard. That's the thing.
I always cry. Hopefully they have a video of me crying when I was in Japan. Like they give me the microphone, and as soon as I start on the microphone, I was just like bawling, dude. I'm like, thank you very much to everybody. I was just like, I'm a mess, a hot mess, but I'm a very
that
sensitive.
a heel cry trying to?
No. That was a real shoot. Like I am sad that I'm leaving. Cry. It was one of the most moving moments of my life because they don't do that very often there. But they're saying goodbye to you. It was very special, dude. I mean, it was my first time there, and it was just like it was so beautiful. Those are the moments that make this so amazing.
And hopefully, I can get a second interview now within another year and see how is the progress now. Now, 9 months now, it's gonna be 18. Well, I take it back.
Yeah, you can interview me in like 6 months. In 6 months, you'll be like, oh my God, this girl was like on fire.
It's like, and thankfully, I got her autograph before she became famous.
Before I start charging, right?
No, you still charge her.
I'm just kidding.
No, nothing's free in life.
Well, Oh, I was gonna tell you. Just tell all the people if you have a lot of followers that I accept PayPal. I have a ton of shirts, ton of sexy, cool pictures of Thunder Rosa. You know.
I think just from hearing that little video on the interview, I think they don't want to hear me or just type it. I think just hearing that already gives them an idea.
Yeah, just hit me up on Facebook. Things will be delivered. I deliver things on Fridays. I have a ton of like two extra large, three extra large, and four extra large shirts. I know that there's a lot of big guys that like small girls, so I got your shirt. Hit me up. And there's gonna be ton of new pictures coming up too, with bikini pictures with my new gear. Like just like pictures like this of me. If you want to have a picture forever, hit me on Facebook.
Awesome. Again, Thunder Rosa, I'm glad to have the interview with you. And
Yes, sir.
hopefully I see you in the next the next wrestling show. Hopefully in September. Well, we're already in September. I'll take that back.
Boo, you are going. September 13th, September 26th, October 16 and 18. Yes, you are going.
Well, I have to now. You're gonna kick me. You're gonna kick my ass.
Yeah, tickets are really cheap for the Stardom show. So the cheapest I think is like $13, general entrance. All the front ones are sold out. So.
Oh damn! That was one thing I wanted to get them up.
Yeah, they were sold out like the first 2 hours that they put them up. Our biggest fans bought them. I have one guy from like I think Pennsylvania coming all the way over here to come and see the Stardom show. The 2 days.
And that tells you like the women's promotion over in Japan is serious.
Man, you gotta go. It's the first time. It's the very, very first time that we have Stardom here in the United States, and it's gonna be amazing. Amazing.
Will they continue having Stardom here, or is it just one like a little test and trial and see if it works out?
I think it depends on how well we can draw. The promoter needs to see that because it's very expensive. As you can see, they're bringing ACT, they're bringing Mayu, Io, I think Fuka, Kairi, my baby girl, Chris Wolf. Oh Jesus!
Hopefully, also in Stardom, if I do get, well, I'm gonna be there for sure because you told me I have to go. And I will go.
I've been looking for. I swear to God, when I come out, I'll be like, Nestor, where are you? You said you were coming.
I'll also see Julia and Melissa, and hopefully your girl too, Nikki Storm, would be there.
She's not gonna be there.
Oh, that's gonna kill.
Yeah, she can't make it. She has other commitments. She's not in the poster. But Melina's gonna be there.
It's okay. I'll take it.
Helena's gonna be there. Yeah. My baby girl Starfire is gonna be there.
I want to see new girls now and see how they're gonna show off the wrestling audience. Seeing on social media, it's not the same as watching.
Dude, your jaw is gonna drop when you see Kairi's elbow from the third rope. That's like the most amazing elbow ever. She's just like, ah! It's just like, it's perfection. And then freaking Mayu, she's like crazy. She's like the highest flying person I ever seen. She's just like, she's so fast and she's so strong. Io, her moonsaults, man, they're just like, she like takes off like she had so much height. Starfire, her moves are devastating, dude. She's like, I'm afraid of her. That's one match that I would like to have too, because I know she's gonna beat the crap out of me. Chris Wolf is super fast. You're gonna see a sexy beauty star Chelsea come to with her kick. That's her famous kick and her body. Cross body.
I know if Ayako Hamada is there too.
Hamada? Mm-hmm. No, she is working for Nanaya's promotion now. Seed Lightning. Yeah, she separated from Stardom, so she started her own promotion, and she usually works for Oz.
Because that's why I kind of heard Stardom because of Hamada and Sheila Melissa. Because I saw Hamada since I was 12 in AAA.
And she's tight, man. She's tight. I saw her in Japan. I was like, Hamada. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to really have a part 2 to this interview. I think we can go on with this, talk about wrestling.
Yeah, bro, but I gotta hit the gym, man. Like I'm like,
you're not the only one. I have to go too.
And I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So.
Oh damn.
Yeah, man.
All right. Again, I should have just ended before 20 minutes ago, so I can't stop.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right. Again, thanks Thunder Rosa for the time. And hopefully they can get you again in my YouTube channel. And hopefully I can bring more girls like you, also who's motivated and also her lifestyle is also based on wrestling.
It's Gold Mine APW bootcamp style, baby. Wrestling. Character, everything together. Numero uno, baby.
Alright, so. Well, thank you, Thunder Rosa. I hope, hopefully I get you for part 2.
You will. Don't worry about it. I love interviews. Bye.